Lexi and Allison Smith present a short telling of the novel Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. Doesn't this conspiracy of society revolt you? Is there a single sentiment it does not condemn?
The story of Madame Bovary is one of betrayal, lust, lost dreams, debts, and heart-fluttering affairs. It is of a caring and yet naive husband who cannot rein in the passions of his unhappy wife. It is a story of that wife, a particular Madame Bovary, who longs for the life she feels she was cheated out of, a life of men in black ties and tails, glittering balls, and expensive dresses. Her downfall is eminent and unsurpassable due to her own actions and the actions and words of those around her.
The story of Madame Bovary really begins with Emma, daughter of the farmer Rouault, meets Charles Bovary, a dashing and simple country doctor. Charles is at the farm of Rouault on call to set his broken bone. He is swept away by the beauty of Emma, and after a stressful evening, becomes completely infatuated. He begins making excuses to his wife to visit Rouault's farm, relishing his time with Emma. After his wife's sudden death, he is finally freed and able to pursue her as his bride. Emma dreams of a marriage, bursting with passion and excitement. Yet after her marriage to Charles, she finds herself discontented in her new marital life. She is disgusted by the discovery of Charles's late wife's bridal bouquet in her new marital bedroom, and forces Charles to dispose of it at once.
Caught up in her romantic and fantastical novels on love, Emma is bored by her true life. Upon invitation to an aristocratic ball, Emma becomes obsessed with the thought of dancing with the nobility.
She's enchanted by the rich luxury the aristocrats enjoy, and feels as if she were born for such a life, and that Charles has ruined her chances of living as such. Full of resentment towards her clumsy husband, she allows herself to be twirled around the farm by the urbane Rudolph. Dreaming of a new life with this passionate nobleman, Emma leaves Charles that evening to be consoled by the high-class liqueur provided by the wealthy host. Later, Emma begs Charles to have a baby with her, a strong boy baby who has a chance of leaving his class far behind for a higher and better one, unlike girls and women of her society who are defined and bound by the class of their husbands and fathers. She is sorely disappointed upon the birth of her girl child Berta, whom she immediately relegates care to her wet nurse and The Bovarys have now moved to the rural town of Yonville, where Madame Bovary is introduced to a dapper, young law clerk, Léon, with whom she begins a most intimate friendship. Léon and Emma begin to discover that they have a lot in common and often speak of love. Yet the modest Madame Bovary will not consummate her feelings with him. Léon soon decides to travel to Paris to better his prospects in the field of law, and the supposed lovers are torn from one another's arms. Emma Bovary sinks into a fierce depression, which is only sated by spending money she does not have. Borrowing countless notes from the town moneylender, Monsieur Leroux, who promises her husband will have no word of it, as long as she pays when the time comes. Emma and the dashing Rudolph are soon reunited, as Charles cares for one of the nobleman's servants. Rodolphe plots her seduction, and eventually Emma Bovary succumbs to his passions, beginning her first full-fledged.
Hoping to make Charles famous, and therefore worthy of her love, Emma talks Charles into a risky new surgery said to cure clubfoot. The surgery is performed on the local clubfoot victim, Hippolyte, but the surgery goes terribly wrong, and Hippolyte loses his leg in the outcome. Charles is ashamed, and Emma is disgusted by her husband's lack of ambition and medical expertise. Unable to pretend her love for Charles is real, she renews her affair with Rodolphe,
Who is quite happy to have his gorgeous vixen back in his arms. Emma makes plans to elope with Rodolphe to Italy.
Hours before her departure to Italy, Emily finds Charles eating fresh apricots from a basket recently delivered from Rodolphe's estate. Underneath the apricots is hidden a letter containing a fabricated excuse as to why Rodolphe departs without his lover. Devastated, Emma nearly flings herself from an upper-story window, but is prevented by a startled and confused Charles. She immediately sinks into a fever, ignoring her motherly and wifely duties to wallow in self-pity. During Emma's sickness, the doctors who are unable to revive the Madame present Charles with the bills for her care. He is then also faced with Emma's mounting debts to Monsieur Leroux. After his wife's recovery, Charles is so overjoyed at the recovery of his wife after months of illness that he takes her to Rouen for the opera, a fateful mistake on Monsieur Bovary's part.
Upon her return to Yonville, Emma learns that Charles's father has passed away. Without the sympathies of a dutiful wife, Emma sets her sights on selling the late Monsieur Bovary's property to fulfill her debts and hopes Léon will assist her. Emma and Léon's passions continue, sliding beneath the notice of the grieving Charles, much to agitation of Léon, who begins to be sickened by the compulsive spending of his selfish lover. Soon afterwards, Léon leaves her. Emma seeks aid from Rodolphe. Rodolphe scorns her despite their lengthy affair. Alienated from her lovers, despised by her neglected daughter, and disgusted by her common husband, Madame Bovary is finally and truly stuck in her place. She is pushed over the edge by the hounding of her debt collectors, and a quick trip to the local apothecary secures her a bottle of arsenic, which she quickly ingests. Emma's death is not quick or painless, and Charles Bovary discovers her in their bedroom far too late.
Charles begins to unravel after his wife's death, having uncovered her love affair letters from both Léon and Rodolphe. The woman he had spent his time adoring and doting upon had never truly returned his affections, and Charles's heart was crushed. Haunted by Emma's debts, and after a chance encounter with Léon and Rodolphe at a local bistro, Charles is left alone to die in his garden, leaving little Bertha to be packed up and shipped off to a harsh relative and a life in the cotton mills. So ends the tragic tale of Madame Bovary. Caught up in her romantic and fantastical novels on love, Emma is bored by her true life. Upon invitation to an aristocratic ball, Emma becomes obsessed with the...
Emma dreams of a marriage, bursting with passion and excitement. Yet after her marriage to Charles, she finds herself discontented in her new marital life. She is disgusted by the discovery of Charles's late wife's bridal bouquet in her new marital bedroom and forces Charles to dispose of it at once.